Welcome back. My name is Sham and I am here to manage your money and grow your wealth. So today we gonna talk about how to stop living paycheck to paycheck. So if you are facing the challenge of saving every month and you are fall in the cycle of the paycheck to paycheck, if you are fall in the debt cycle of paying the paycheck and if every month at the end of the month you do not have the surplus amount of money because of your money spending in the form of the paycheck, then this video is going to be very beneficial for you. So before starting the video, I request to please like the video and subscribe the channel. So now let's get started. So now I'm talking about the 5 steps by using which you can stop living from the paycheck to paycheck. So these are the 5 practical steps you can implement actually, and these are the very practical. So I'm starting from the first step is to learn the budget. So yeah, so learning the budget is very important. So before creating the budget, it is very advisory that you can first learn how to budget. So there are many applications out there. You can just try it, or you can just create, take a pen and paper and write the budget on it. It is very simple. For that, you just divide your expenses in the two category. One is the fixed expenses, and another is variable. So fixed expenses are the expenses that fall under the category of your grocery, if your light bill, your utility bills, your loan EMIs. So these are the fixed expenses, and you cannot live without it. You cannot default this payment, because if you default the payment, then it will become say overdue for you. So make sure that you allocate the budget. You cannot make adjustment in this category. The second one is variable. So variable is the non-fixed. So this is the expenses that vary, fluctuating every month. So these are the groceries, or your dining out, your entertainments. So these are all the variable expenses. So you can expand you can allocate your savings, your income in the expenses at every month. So at the every month you can create the budget like this, and make sure that you practically try to avoid overspending, over allocating your expenses in the variable expenses, because there is the chances this is the category that you can save a lot of. So try to create the budget, learn to create the budget before creating actually budget, and try to stick the budget, because creating the budget is not simple, but very difficult part is to sticking with it, to living with the budget. So once you create the budget, then you should have to make the commitment that I must have to live with this budget, because the budget is the one that will guide you to spend your money, and it will actually plan your overall financial well-being. So planning your budget is very important, and once you plan, try to stick to the budget and create the budget that is realistic. Do not overcut or overspend in the budget. Make a realistic and allow the room for the unexpected expenses that will occur. So that way you can just create the budget and stick to it. So second step is cut back on your spending. So once you created the budget, then you you would like to know that where is my spending is flowing. So once you know the budget you're spending, and then the second step is to cut down. So you can just cut down from this variable category. So you know that I'm actually overspending this amount in this certain month. So how can I avoid? How can I reduce from this month? So you just start from this small. You can just start from the $50 to $100 from the beginning, and then you can expand your cutting back. So this is very simple step. Once you start from the small, then it will be not difficult for you to cut down the expenses. You need to aware that where I'm spending. So before spending, make sure that whether I'm spending, whether it is necessary, whether it is really necessary to buy, and avoid the buying the unnecessary goods. That will help you to cut down the expenses. Then the step number 3: set money aside each month. So once you cut down your expenses, then you can just set down those money in your saving accounts or the another accounts. So for that, you just you can create the another account and put those saved money in that account. So setting money aside will solve the two purposes. Once you can create your emergency fund. Second, you cannot have the temptation to buy the excess things, because if you are creating the another account, you are hardly able to reach out and withdraw the money, because uh, it is your temptation. Once the people have the surplus amount of money, then they are tempted to buy the unnecessary goods. They are tempted to buy the things. So you can just avoid this temptation by keeping the money aside in the separate account, and it is very make sure that it is very hard to withdraw. It will probably take 2 to 3 days to withdraw those money, and till that period your temptation will lose down. So you can just avoid the temptation and keep the money aside. You can just create your emergency fund for the 1 month initially, or then day by day. Then in the future course of time, if you want to create the emergency fund for the 3 months or the 6 months, then it will you just create, because once you create the emergency fund, then you can live relax, and you can create you can just live free from the all the uncertainties and anxiety in the future. So it will help to make money aside. And step number 4, get out of debt and stop using credit card. So credit card is actually moving you inside the debt cycle. So make sure that you do not use the more than one credit cards. So if you have the multiple credit cards, then you should make sure that you make the payment timely. There are the certain benefits of the credit card if you use the credit cards wisely. I have made the video. I have made already the video. You can just check out. So how you can effectively use the credit card to earn the money. But if you use the credit card inefficiently on in the wrong way, so it will be cause you falling you in the debt. So do not use the credit cards that wrong method. Use the credit cards very wisely and pay out your all the payments before the uh, completion of your payment cycle. So within the payment cycle, credit card cycle, you can just make sure that you do not make the due date. Once you make the due payment, then you will get extra penalty of the interest, and that will cause you in the debt cycle. So get out of debt. If you have saved extra amount, then pay out your debt and get out from the using the wrong credit cards. Use the credit cards very wisely and try to make only one use of the credit cards, and try to avoid multiple credit cards. So the fifth step is, don't rely on the bonuses to get by, because many employers are still rely on the bonuses, so they include the bonuses in the budget. So do not do this, because the bonus is not the fixed amount. Your employer might reduce your bonuses, or he can pay you without the bonuses, because bonus is not the fixed part of the your income. So do not include the bonus. So you can just show that the bonus you get, you can pay out the bonus to in your debt, to uh, to pay your debt. So make sure that the bonus you get, to use those bonuses to clear your debt, so you do not have to run out of cash. So this is very important and practical 5 steps I have explained, and you can leverage and achieve your financial goals by using these 5 steps. I hope this video will help you to live free from the paycheck to paycheck. So thanks for watching.